Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to try and solve one problem that I think everybody has, and especially what is the most convenient and easiest way to transport your bike to the trails and have fun. Starting with the first option, if you have a car or you hire a car, you can put your bike there. But let's face it, right? This is not the most convenient option. I think we can do better. Next thing you can do is put it on your roof. But of course, you have to be tall. If you're short, it's not the most convenient way either. I think still we can do better. A third option will be getting yourself a tow bar and putting a bike rack on top of it. But let's face it, your bike's hanging on the back of your car doesn't sound like the most secure option either. I think we can do better. And here is the solution. Hear me out. We can combine the roof rack and the bike rack solutions together to come up with the one way to load the bikes easily and also hook it up to a car very fast and be on your way to the trails. Of course, you're gonna need a bit more space to store everything up, but who cares? It's gonna be cool. Let me show what parts we're gonna need for that. Here I have these two roof bars, which I'm planning to put just like this. I also got these SAP roof mounting things that I'm planning to just bolt to the sides right here, and then we're gonna have this Exodus bike carriers that are just gonna go across like this. This will give us a bit more space to load more bikes sideways, because if we go the other way, it's just the front wheel or the back wheel, whatever is sitting there, will be too close to the car and not very convenient. I think this option will be best. So let me clean all this mess up and see what we're gonna do first. Holes are done. I ended up using two bolts instead of one. These are smaller bolts, but everything seems solid. And now I've moved on to thinking about how I'm gonna put the fenders on. It's a bit of a mess because I tried so many ideas, but I think what I'm gonna try now to build is put this bracket here, so this is gonna be held by the bolt for the axle. And then there's gonna be a bar like this, holding the actual fender, and it's quite sturdy actually. So yeah, I'm gonna cut a piece out of this bar right here, then I'm gonna rivet it on the back, the rivet tool. This is the rivet tool head. I'll need to cut a larger hole so that it goes in. I basically want it to be maintenance free, and I want to make as little holes as possible on the trailer, and I think this will give me a good middle ground. And this is the first fender mounted. It might be a bit wobbly, but we'll figure something out. It's the next day and we have the brackets figured out. We have the mud guards figured out, and the next thing on the list is the lights. So I have this old light board here. It's a bit beat up, but I think it's gonna do nicely. I tested the lights, everything works fine. So the plan is to reuse these holes that I have here from the original brackets for the side panels for the trailer. This one I had to drill out. It was a whole mess. I basically tried to stick it in better with the rivet gun, but I stripped the threads, so I'll just put a new rivet nut on it and that will be good to go. Then I think I'm gonna make a bracket that will hold this with a slight angle here, so that will hold this in place, because you can see on the inside this thing is hollow and all the cables run through the middle here, so I'll just drill the hole here. At 8mm bolt will go through, and metal plate will just hold it in place like here. So yeah, a few things left to do, and let's get started. Okay, everything is mounted. We have the fenders, we have the light bar on the back. Now it's time to mount the roof racks. I have all the parts laid out here. I think this is a two roof rail here with a quick connect system, and it uses this kind of rails here, and they just slide in, which is nice. These racks also have locks, which is also good. So now I'm gonna tie everything down, space them evenly, try them on the car, and we can go for a test drive.
A few moments later.
I went for a test drive and I already found the first problem. Because I got these very cheap, I don't have enough of these brackets, and the rear of my bike, the rear tire just fell slightly from the roof rack. I had it strapped with these straps here, but basically it was not enough. So I went and designed a bracket and 3D printed it that goes on here and will hold the rear wheel in place. That is the finished product, and as you can see, I went through about 14 different iterations to get the shape just right. But now this thing is going in like a glove. So it will sit here. It has these ridges on the side, so it can keep the strap for moving back and forward, and it should be plenty strong to hold the rear of my bike. I think that's enough testing. Let's go riding.
One hour later.
The sun is going down and it's time to head home. The trailer did pretty good. Only a few small things I noticed once I parked. This side was a bit loose, so I just tightened this up. All good there. Also, I noticed some bouncing, especially in low speed, so I tried to lower the tire pressure by a few psi, and we'll see on the way back if it's gonna behave any better or not. But yeah, everything looks pretty nice. Car is ready to go.
A few moments later.
I think I'm gonna end the video here. The trailer did very well on the way home. The bouncing is still there but slightly reduced. I don't know if I should reduce even the pressure even more. It's already at 20 psi. Everything else apart from that is rock solid. I checked everything, nothing got loose on the way home. The 3D printed part that I did, I'll have to put a slightly bigger edge because the strap initially loosened and just got off it. So I just have to make this change to the design. But yeah, I had lots of fun doing this video, so I hope you liked it. Again, thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!